Right, a real quick tutorial on how to insert some of the retail details and general notes and where those are kept. So as you're getting your project set up, you'll want to bring in some of the prototype notes, the general notes, some of the retail details, and even maybe some of the generic Dunham details. And it's pretty quick and simple. We try to set it up like this. So the first step is to just insert from file. So we'll go to insert, insert from file, and we're going to insert views from file. And this will pop up a little dialog box here. And the details in Revit are housed on the systems drive, this F drive. And the Dunham standard details, the main ones, are in this Revit content, the 2017 current, or whatever the current year is, and then the details, mechanical, and this mechanical details file right here. It will be the same process as what we'll go through, and I just want to make sure that you know where those details are housed for the primary ones. We also have some retail specific ones when you go to the retail content folder on the F drive, and they are kept in this retail DA mechanical details. It's in version 2017, so when you click open on this file, it's going to pop up this little thing that says it's upgrading, and this other warning. Don't worry, it's only temporarily upgrading the file to the current version. It doesn't affect the original in any manner. And it's going to pop up this little insert views dialog box. It's just going to ask you which ones you want to insert. It tends to, when this dialog box pops up, it tends to have selected the ones that you've done previously, or even what someone else has done previously. So it's always helpful just to click this check none, or you're going to potentially end up with something you didn't intend to. And from here, it's pretty simple. You can sort to show what you want. For the moment, there's not a ton of them in here, so it won't take long to sort through. And you can see a little preview off on the right-hand side of what you're going to get. So several of these are just kind of blocks with lines and text, like this air balance schedule, or this ceiling diffuser one. That's actually a detail that you can manipulate per project if you need to. Again, that's all just kind of lines and text. But these are the standard retail details. What's also housed in here is some of the general note blocks for some generic stuff. So the gas piping general notes, the general mechanical notes, and these are taken straight out of the CAD template, the 000 mechanical CAD files. All the text is the same. So if you've got something specific you typically edit in those schedules, you would need to do the same for these, but that's what all of these are based off of. The general plumbing notes are here with a few extra notes when there's under a level underneath. And then these generic mechanical keynotes, and again, these are all just the same text taken straight out of the CAD retail prototype, just kind of dumped into Revit for our use, along with the plumbing notes, very similar. For this example, I'm gonna grab these general notes and these keynotes and kind of show you how I've used these. Again, there's no necessarily right or wrong way how to do it, just a way that I've found how that works, pretty straightforward. And let's also just grab a couple of details, maybe a thermostatic mixing valve detail and a ceiling diffuser, just as an example. When I've got everything selected, I'll hit OK. And these duplicate types will pop up from time to time. It's just saying that you've already got this text type or this viewport detail and the types from the project in which we're pasting. So just the ones that are in here are going to be used. It's not going to overwrite them with the ones we're bringing in. And that's fine. You just hit OK. It will bring them in. In most cases, it brings everything in under the mechanical discipline into the details and these drafting views. So just be aware that even if when you're selecting the plumbing, like you can see here, this thermostatic mixing detail, it brings it in under the mechanical. So one of the first steps I like to do just to keep my own sanity is to just select any of these that are plumbing specific, and you can do a couple of them at once, and then go to your properties and see that under this mechanical you can just change the discipline from mechanical to plumbing. Hit apply, and you can see now it drops it under the plumbing details. Here you go. For the details, it's as simple as just dragging and dropping, just like you do any other details. Ceiling diffuser runout detail, drag it on the sheet, drop it where you need to, and then you can change this type to title and no scale if it warrants that. For the general notes and the keynotes, now there's kind of two primary ways to do this. You can, if you want, let's just open one of each of these up. You can, if you want, really just drag this onto your sheet as is. You wouldn't need to edit it, you wouldn't need to move it. You could just drag this, so now I'm at my M1, so like this general mechanical notes, I could just drag this on here and drop it on the sheet, no other changes necessary. And the same for the keynotes. If you wanted to edit all the keynotes in this view, move it all over into this detail block, and then just drag this mechanical keynotes block onto the sheet. You certainly could do that. Because there's nothing wrong with that, but because we set up our views with general notes and keynotes dependent views, typically what I will do is go into the generic keynotes or the generic mechanical notes and just copy the text. So I'll pull out the notes I want. So maybe a couple of these, I just pull them over and then just do a Control-Z back to my mechanical view. Control-V, paste it here. As you can see, I've started some of it already. And then move these, again, copy and paste the text or edit as needed into the notes here. So that way the keynotes are in the same area as my, essentially working view. The note symbols, it's all here and ready to drag up or edit without having to go back and forth. And then I will leave these generic keynotes just for reference or for future use if I need to pull another one there. But again, either is fine. Just be mindful of if you hop into somebody else's project, they've done it the other way, just where you can go to find that. So, and I believe that is it for the inserting the files and how the generic keynotes and plumbing notes work.